Kamuzinchenko waraka. There are those games that you win, but there are those games that you enjoy winning.
Arsenal did well over the weekend, ensuring that they don't lose against the best team in the world, treble winners Man City. That should give us sufficient confidence to destroy this Luton relegation team. No disrespect to them, but I think they're going to be it's going to be like a training ground match.
All right, so morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, Don from Kenya Gunners TV, and I'm joining with Kwame. So you guys already know what's happening tomorrow. It's Arsenal versus Luton Town, 9:30 p.m. East African time. So we've met with these guys and we beat them 4-3 at home. So this time I'm meeting them at the Emirates. But anyway, before we get into the stats and all that, Kwame, what's going on, my brother? How are you faring on?
I'm primed. I'm happy. I think Arsenal did well over the weekend, ensuring that they don't lose against the best team in the world, treble winners Man City. That should give us sufficient confidence to destroy this Luton relegation team. No disrespect to them, but I think they're going to be it's going to be like a training ground match. So long as we are not overconfident, or we are not, we don't take them lightly, I think we need to extend our goal difference, because with the way the games are so coming in thick and fast, we must make sure that the goal difference is big, because maybe us winning the league we might win on goal difference. You just never know.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So I'm very confident. I think Man City we did a good job there. So I don't see us struggling against Luton.
Yeah. I mean, the last time we met with these guys, we nearly lost the game, if not draw, if not draw with Luton Town. I remember I was on this couch. You guys check out this video over here. Man, I jumped all over the place and actually broke my couch. But just like you said, one thing that maybe we would basically want to look into is the fact that Luton basically is fighting for relegation right now, and they're closely tied with Nottingham Forest. In fact, in terms of points, they're tied. The only reason why Nottingham Forest is ahead of them is because of goal difference. So these guys are fighting for everything. But you all know that Luton Town at home, very dangerous time. Very, very dangerous side, I mean. At Kenilworth Road, those guys are a very tough side to beat. But then in a way, they've been struggling against most teams away. But let me just read some couple of stats. Then you guys drop your thoughts. You can also let me know what you think of these stats. So now, get this. Arsenal has won all their 5 games against promoted sides this season. Imagine that, Kwame. Okay?
That's crazy.
Then another fact is, basically, Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 38 EPL games against promoted side.
And we've scored a minimum of 3 goals.
And we scored a minimum of 3 goals. Okay. And then one interesting stat that maybe you guys can let us know what you think of this. Luton has taken just 4 points from 24 available evening kickoffs in the Premier League this season, with their sole victory coming out of Brighton in January, basically beating Brighton 4-0. So Kwame, looking at these facts, what do you make of this?
I think I look at Luton like the way I looked at Arsenal when Mikel Arteta first came. The kids were naive.
Yeah.
They were still figuring out how to win consistently. Luton have a very good team, but to maintain consistency, like the Aston Villas and Brentfords of this world, mid-table teams, they are not yet there. The level of competition in the Premier League is quite high. So I think they're just because this is their first time in a long time to be in the Premier League. I think they're struggling, and they're still trying to find themselves, right? So I think this will be a sufficient whitewash. If anything, I want us to learn from the game of Sheffield, where Martinelli got the injury. We should not treat it like a final and then get our key players injured. Yeah, we just need to start with high pace, score 3-4-0 in the first 25-30 minutes, rest Saka, rest Martinelli, give Nketiah and Reece Nelson and Smith Rowe a run. So that they can get match fitness because there are so many games we are going to be playing at least every 3 days. We have Champions Leagues coming and all that. So for me, that's what I look at. I think this is not a very tough match. So I think we need to peel off the game first half so that we start thinking about Brighton. Right now, each game is like a final. This is game 9. By the time we're facing Brighton, that will be game 8, which means there'll only be 7 games left during the Brighton game on Saturday. So you're seeing we've played on Sunday, we are playing on Wednesday, and then 3 days later Saturday, we are playing on Saturday. So I don't want a useless injury because we are supposed to beat Luton. So I don't see why. I don't see why we are going to risk the Martinellis and whatever of this world. In fact, if I was Mikel Arteta, I would risk starting Trossard, right? Only put Martinelli if we don't score in the first half. So I'd risk starting Trossard, and then I'd use Reece Nelson in place of Saka, because Saka looked like he was playing. He's not yet much injured. So I think he can rest so that we use Saka for Brighton, because Brighton is more tougher than Luton. So
and it's away, but the Brighton is away.
So we need to be careful of that. But I'm not fussing too much about Luton, but I think we are more mature that now we are not going to take Luton for granted, because if we take them for granted, it could end in a draw. The only thing is that I know every time Mikel Arteta has risked starting with Nketiah and Reece Nelson, they let us down. But depending on how they are playing for training, I wouldn't be shocked if Mikel Arteta decides to start the central striker, because he likes to mix up things. You could start the striker as Nketiah. Nketiah is a hard worker and runs a lot. And since Luton is not a mid-table team or a top 5 team, Nketiah usually scores in games like this: Sheffield, Luton. So I would risk putting Nketiah as the center forward, and then putting Havertz on the left, so that Jesus can play in the middle, right? And then on the wing.
Kwame lost me. Let me understand this. So basically, your forwards, basically, you want Havertz to play. What would you want? You'd want Nketiah to play in the center forward position, right?
Or rather, I'd say Havertz play the false 9, and then the target man, or rather the center forward, be Nketiah. So Havertz, instead of being
for me,
just to mix up things, so that we have. So if you play 4-3-3. 4-3-3. So so in the midfield we have Declan Rice, we have Odegaard, and we have Odegaard, and then we have not Jorginho. I think Partey can start this game. So with a midfield of Partey, because he played well.
Yes.
He played well in this other one. So this is a game we can give him for match fitness. So instead of Jorginho, we rest Jorginho because we need him for the Brighton game, which is tougher. So because this one is easier, we put Partey. We start Partey, even if he doesn't play the full 90 minutes. We can start a midfield of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, right?
Odegaard. What everybody has been asking for.
Exactly. Then we have Nketiah at the top. Then we could have Jesus again. We could have Jesus again in the wing.
I'll play Jesus. In fact, but I'll not even play Reece Nelson. I'll actually even rest Saka. Play Jesus where Saka plays on the right side. And then now, I think even this game I'll dress Havertz and then have Trossard play, but on the wing side for Martinelli. But just like you said, for this game,
do you know why we need Havertz? We need Havertz in the first few minutes because Havertz has physicality. Luton are hard, are big. So if we have Jesus on Saka's side, which is okay, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And if you have Jesus and Trossard at the same time, they are very good with their feet and holding the ball and all that, but they are not physically gifted. So I feel like if we use Havertz on the left side, we have Nketiah, then we have Jesus.
Okay,
on
well,
the right.
I'm not really sure
where Saka is.
Despite the fact of Havertz being a versatile player, I'm not really sure of how Havertz will play, but they're on that wing side of Martinelli or Trossard.
Remember, Arsenal changes formations. Mid game. So when they're attacking, they change. When they're defending, they change.
You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather even just bench Nketiah and then rotate him later on and start Havertz in that false 9 position and just have so basically the forwards basically have Trossard on the left wing side, Havertz in the center forward position, and Gabriel Jesus on the right wing side. Then now maybe later on,
I would want Nketiah because we played on Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
We played on Sunday. Now that game for Man City was very, very hard. Nketiah trained the full 3 weeks during the international break. Nketiah trained. Nketiah is not injured. So
he's fresh.
Luton are tired as well. They are also tired because they also played. Nketiah is fresh. This is the game. I cannot risk because say Jesus gets injured and we are forced to use Nketiah in the Champions League. If he is not playing, he's not going to have much fitness. So that's what I'm saying. This is the game. Yeah.
But this is what
Remember, we are
playing.
going to be playing every 3 days. We are going to be playing every 3 days. Would you rather risk with Brighton or rather risk with Luton?
What I'm saying is this: I get what you're saying by way of resting players and not risking players get injured. But this is what I want this game to play. Remember, by the way, I don't want us to play like we played the Brentford game, whereby we drag and struggle to get a goal and whatnot. What I want us to do is basically
Brentford. You cannot compare Brentford with Luton. Luton is fighting for relegation. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Exactly, Luton is fighting for relegation, and I'm telling you, relegation side is going to give you hell. So basically, the whole idea
is at home. You see. Remember,
we are at home. Yes, but Luton is fighting for relegation.
We have the 12th man at home. You know what you're not considering is between now. The reason we rested so much during the international break. But from now on, we'll be playing every 3 days. Still, we are going to be playing both the Premier League and the Champions League. So, and Nketiah, he has not played for so long. So, assuming, remember, Jesus has a poor knee. His knee has got fluid. So, if we are risking Jesus against Luton, if we beat them 5-0, then he gets kicked the way Martinelli was kicked in Sheffield. Then we lose we lose Jesus in a useless game. Why don't we just put Nketiah? Nketiah has fresh legs.
I understand.
He has not played over the weekend.
What I'm saying is this. In fact, even what I see by the Mikel doing for that Luton game, you'll be surprised. He's going to start the side that played Man City, and then later on rotate it now in the second half. So the whole idea is we'd want Nketiah to play in this game. Perfectly right. But remember, Nketiah has not been playing for the longest time. Yeah. So the whole idea is:
do you fear Brighton or do you fear Luton?
Man, right now I fear any team. In fact, I even fear Luton more than I even fear Brighton because Luton, those guys are going to
remember Luton away, not Luton at home.
That's
Luton
okay.
Away.
It's okay.
Now look at Brighton's away home record. Brighton are difficult to beat in their home. So I would not risk Nketiah. You see, right now, because you're playing every 3 games, we want to win a trophy. It's either we win the Premier League or we win the Champions League. Now, why risk? We are playing every 3 days. So why would I risk?
Yes.
What do you call it?
Jesus.
Martinelli or Jesus.
Yeah.
You see, okay, Jesus, we said we could play him because he just came back right? But why would I
Yeah.
risk Saka? Because our most dangerous players are Martinelli and Saka, if you think about it. When Martinelli is
Kwame,
not there, we have to struggle. Huh?
where I'm disagreeing with you is playing Havertz on the wing side. I don't think Havertz,
You
by the way,
see,
will play
do
well.
you know the best quality about Havertz? Do you know the best quality about Havertz?
Of course, his height advantage. His height advantage
His
in
height
winning
and
aerial
his
duels.
versatility. Havertz
Yes.
played left back for Germany during the international games. The last time he played left back. Havertz can play center midfield. Havertz can play left back. Havertz is the most versatile player in the
That's
Arsenal
okay.
squad.
But when okay, so do you want him to start learning to play? Because I haven't seen Havertz by they play on the left wing position this season in the Premier League. So yes, as much as it's versatile, would you be comfortable having Havertz on the left wing side, or play or Trossard?
I'd have Havertz because the reason you see Trossard is not physical. You see, Luton is a physical side. They are not technically gifted. So if you have Havertz, because remember we'll have Jesus covering for Saka. You saw Saka limp off on Sunday. I cannot put Saka now and then play Saka again in Brighton, then Saka again in Champions League. And we need Saka more. So I'd rather rest Saka and Martinelli, even if it means for the first 60 minutes. And the only reason we'll bring them in the second half is if we have not scored 3-4-0. If you score 3-4-0, they rest and prepare for Brighton. You see, so for me, it's just that let's start because Martinelli. Remember, Nketiah, in as much as he has not played a lot, he's injury free, and it's not like he's played 0 games. You see, like Smith Rowe is the one who's not played many games. Like he has played very few games, and he's come from an injury. But Nketiah, injury free, and Nketiah is what I like about Nketiah, despite his weaknesses. Nketiah is not a bottom. He's a mid-level player, like a mid-team player. He's not useless. He runs. So I think with the Luton having played over the weekend, with the speed of Nketiah and the running and all that, this is the kind of game that will give Nketiah confidence. You see, let him play. You see, he's not totally useless.
That's
he's
perfectly
not totally
right.
useless. So
anyway,
because the reason I'm saying that is because we are playing every 3 days for the next I don't know how many days.
That's okay. I don't want to dwell so much on this. I think that's a debate, but that I think we'll need to let guys let us know your predicted lineup in the comment section. Let us know on the wing side, because my argument with Kwame here is on the wing side. Kwame is saying he wants Havertz to play on the wing side. Where
on the left wing,
on the left wing side.
I don't want to risk Martinelli. Why should I risk Martinelli for Luton and then losing for Champions League?
And I'm saying,
and it's the first time in 14 years we are in the Champions League. Then I don't want to go to the Champions League and say Luton hurt Martinelli, can't play for the rest of the season.
So for me, we have options other on the left wing side. So I'm not saying Martinelli to start. What I'm saying is this: I would rather have Trossard play. I'd rather have Trossard play on that left wing side, and then play Havertz, Kwame's Havertz. That Kwame wants you want Havertz to play on the left wing side and have it now play on the center forward.
According to you, Havertz doesn't get tired. Havertz plays on Sunday. Havertz plays on Wednesday. Havertz plays on Brighton, and then he plays again the Champions League after 3 days.
Kwame, I don't understand. What I'm saying is this: these are me. Let me tell you how I want my forwards, my front three to look like. I want Bades Trossard playing on that wing side. Okay, I want Havertz playing in that center forward position. Okay. And I'd want Jesus Bade playing on the right wing side. That's what basically I'd want my forwards. You are saying your forwards, you'd want Havertz to play on the left wing side, and you'd want Nketiah to play in the center forward position, and Jesus to play on Saka's side. Right?
Yeah, and the reason I'm saying that is because I know Jesus is wasteful in front of goal. So I'd rather he creates for other people than be center forward and miss 100 chances.
Fair enough. You guys let us know. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Kwame, score prediction for this game.
3-0.
To the Arsenal. For me, I think for me, I'll go for... Why not 5? I'll go for 5-0 to the Arsenal. We're at home, and we've done this. So I'm sure but they can beat these guys 5-0. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what you think. We'll be signing off. You sure smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Come on, you gooners.